Some donkey today's just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for it.
I never heard of donkey the other day. What is it?
Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Yeah, donkey today for Wednesday, July 24th goes to Sean Grayson. If you don't know who Sean Grayson is, he's a 30-year-old Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy who has been fired from his position because he murdered 36-year-old Sonya Massey in cold blood. Sonya, rest in peace to Sonya Massey. Sonya had called 911 to report a possible prowler at her home in Springfield, Illinois, and then this happened. Let's go to CBS News Chicago for the report, please.
President Joe Biden responded to the shooting, saying that Massey should still be here tonight. She called 911 to report a prowler near her home, and an encounter quickly takes a deadly turn. We do want to warn you that this video is hard to watch.
Body camera video shows Sonya Massey opening the door for Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson and his partner earlier this month.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
Once inside her Springfield home, Deputy Grayson asked Massey to check on the stove. The situation quickly escalates.
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name of
better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your fucking face.
Massey begins to apologizing. Grayson fired 3 times, hitting Massey in the face.
I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face.
He clearly knew she dealt with some mental health issues because he asked her how she's doing mentally. She told him she took her medicine. Well, it's sending healing energies to the family of Sonya Massey. I will never understand how so many police officers just forget the protect and serve part of their job. There is really nothing I'm going to say this morning that I haven't said a million times before. Police officers, you have the power, all of it. You got guns, a badge. This woman had a pot of boiling water. She's not thinking about you unless you an egg, okay, a hot dog, a bag of tea. That woman, Sonya Massey, told you, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You know why? Because she could feel the negativity coming off you, because she felt your energy. She felt your spirit, and she rebuked that demon in the name of Jesus only for you to prove her right by shooting her dead for no damn reason. If you feel threatened, tell her to back away from the boiling water. If she doesn't comply, then leave. I don't know, go stand in the yard, sit in the car, call for backup. Send somebody who knows how to de-escalate the situation if you don't. But the shooter? I personally think Sean Grayson should be charged with premeditated murder. If you say to me, I'll shoot you in the face before you shoot me in the face, that sounds premeditated to me. Now, Sonya Massey's family is calling for a probe into the hiring of Sean Grayson because they don't understand how he was hired in the first place. He's worked at 6 different law enforcement agencies in 4 years. He was charged with DUI twice. It's unclear why Sean Grayson changed jobs so frequently. CNN has reached out to other law enforcement agencies for more information. I don't think they've got any yet. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to do. I study Stoicism. If you don't know what Stoicism is, it teaches the development of self-control as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. It encourages people to focus on what they can control and accept what they cannot, leading to emotional resilience and inner strength. In today's Daily Stoic was somewhere someone's dying. I want to play it for you. It's less than a minute long, and I don't necessarily agree with all of it, especially when it comes to a situation like Sonya Massey, but I want to play it for y'all and see what y'all think, because we're just a community always trying to figure things out and work our way through things. I just want to know what y'all think of this. We talk about it in the room. Let's play it, Brett.
A well-meaning friend might ask you today, what do you think about insert tragedy from the other side of the world? You and your equally well-meaning concern might say, I just feel awful about it. In this scenario, both of you have put aside your reasoned choice without doing a single thing for the victims suffering from the actual tragedy. It can be so easy to get distracted by, even consumed by, horrible news from all over the world. The proper response of the Stoic to these events is not to not care, but mindless, meaningless sympathy does very little either, and comes at the cost of one's own serenity in most cases. If there is something you can actually do to help these suffering people, then yes, the disturbing news, and your reaction to it, has relevance to your reasoned choice. If emoting is the end of your participation, then you ought to get back to your own individual duty, to yourself, to your family, to your country.
See, basically what I take from that you know, even though he's talking about something out of the country, but basically what I take from that is most of the grief about things happening somewhere to someone else, you know, is actually hypocrisy. And I don't want that to be the case. Like when I hear stories like Sonya Massey, I do feel horrible. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Definitely wouldn't want it to be someone in my family. Definitely wouldn't want it to be a friend that I know. But I also say to myself, these situations happen. We feel bad. We report on them. We go to social media with them. But then what? Outside of emoting, what are we really doing? This affirmation is also saying that if you can't do anything to immediately change the situation, then we should probably move on with our lives. That is what I completely disagree with. Because that's one of the reasons I believe these things keep happening. It's because so many of us don't do enough. I just don't know what it is we can do. Please let Chelsea Handler give Sean Grayson the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
I just don't know what it is we can do. It feels like every few months we're telling stories like this.
Yeah.
What do we do to change it? Like, I really, truly, I personally have no idea. I would have to reach out to Tamika Mallory or one of the activists or, you know, a lawmaker that I know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and then I seen the video. It's video surfacing now when other cops, after he killed her, other cops that came to the scene or whatever and questioned him. And he said she came at him with the pot of water.
But we know that's not true.
You lying. Like, now you lying. We see the video. It's the video.
But that's what I mean.
Oh.
We see videos like this all the time. We know the officers be lying. But what do we do? Like, I feel like we just telling the same story over and over every few months.
Well, at this point, I feel like police officers have to be held liable in situations like this, right?
Yeah.
Because what it makes somebody think twice and maybe say, you know what, I might not be as aggressive. I might not use my firearm in a way that I'm not supposed to, is if I have to do jail time, if I'm sued, if I'm all that. Because if you give them immunity, then they feel like they're above the law. But if this officer, he was fired immediately, he's probably and hopefully gonna go to jail for a long time because there was no reason to shoot that woman.
But once again, you're absolutely right. But we've had these conversations a million times. We've talked about eliminating qualified immunity. How do we make these things actually happen? We've talked about, you know, getting the George Floyd Policing Act passed. What do we do to press to make this legislation happen? That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to know.
I'm just disgusted by the whole thing. He even was like, man, that bitch was crazy. Even in the video of them telling him that. Like, I mean, him lying on her, saying that she came at him with the water.
Just the way he was talking about her. Like, you know, like, headshot.
Like, man, the bitch was crazy.
Nah, don't get the kid. You know, headshot, she's dead. I'll shoot you in the effing face. Who talks to people like that?
And then they had to know her. Like you said, Charlamagne, they asked her. This wasn't their first encounter with her. Because he's like, are you okay mentally? Like, and she said she took her meds, you know, so.
And even saying the beat is crazy afterwards. Like, that lets me know you knew her.
Yeah. So.
I just don't know what it is we can do.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to move on, except for that family.
All right.
Except for the family.
Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.